Good evening. Welcome to This Week Tonight. My name is A.T. Wiltz, and we are live broadcasting from the soda fountain here at the pharmacy. You all know it and love it. Great service, great food, great fun. And we're talking tonight about the triathlon with Lisa
Weisentanner.
I'm horrible at names.
That's okay. It's not an easy one.
So tell us your title at the triathlon.
So I am one of the transition area coordinators at the triathlon, and then this year I'm also a participant.
Excellent.
But I'm here on behalf of the coordinators there.
Excellent. And so tell us first the date and what can we expect?
The date is this Saturday, July 16th, and you can expect a lot of fun and a lot of athletes and a lot of moving and a lot of sweat.
Absolutely. And it goes all around the island.
Yes, it does.
And it's just one day this year.
It's one day this year. So there's the sprint triathlon this year is on Saturday morning. Typically we've done an Olympic triathlon on Sunday. So that Olympic triathlon is no longer going to happen. Instead, we are having a kids triathlon immediately following the sprint triathlon on Saturday morning.
And that's a little shorter race than the sprint?
Yeah, little shorter race. It's for kids ages 6 to 13, and it's all going to be done by 12 o'clock.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
And that happens after everybody else sort of takes off and while they're finishing their
The regular sprint triathlon starts at 6:30 in the morning, and typically athletes are all done and the course is pretty cleared out by 8:30, 9 a.m.
Oh, wonderful.
And the kids triathlon is going to start at 10 a.m. And we should hopefully have everything all cleared up and roads back open in town by 12 p.m.
Wonderful. And the hub of activity starts at the jetties and
Yes.
ends at the jetties?
Yep, everything starts at jetties, ends at jetties. All the transitions are at jetties. So the transition area itself is down at Jetties Beach. That's where everyone's going to check their bikes in, and the swim starts down on the water. The athletes are going to come from the water back into the tennis courts, where they'll transition from the swim leg into the bike leg.
Right.
They'll bike their way out all the way from the tennis courts out to Matticat and back via Cliff Road.
Right.
And then they're going
Out Cliff Road and back Cliff Road?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And then they're going to transition themselves from the swim leg, the bike leg, and then into the run leg. And they're going to finish out that run leg going up by Jefferson Circle and coming back and finishing the finish line right outside of the tennis courts.
So it really won't affect downtown at all?
Nope. There will be road closures and limited parking downtown. And they can check that on the website, acttri.com.
Right.
Cliff Road and Matticat Road will be closed starting at 6:15 a.m. Cliff Road will open back up at 8:30 a.m. at the absolute latest, and Matticat Road will open back up at 8 a.m. at the absolute
And is Matticat
latest.
Road only closed from where Cliff Road meets it out and back?
It is.
Okay, great.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I live at the beginning of Matticat Road.
Yes,
Good.
as long as it's not interfering with the course itself, but you
Right.
can't get out to the dump on that time Saturday morning.
Right, so take it Friday or Sunday.
Yes.
And you can have your cars Friday at jetties, but they should be cleared out by the close of jetties on Friday.
Yes, so if people are either going down to jetties to go out to dinner or they're coming down to jetties to check their bikes in, you can park down at jetties. The tennis court parking area is going to be closed off, so the parking will be limited. So we are encouraging people to ride their bikes down if they're checking their bikes in.
Right. And will the buses still be running all
Yes.
Friday so
Yep.
they can take
Yep.
the bus
They can
back?
take the bus back in,
Wonderful.
and then all cars just need to be cleared out by the end of the evening on Friday.
Great. Now, how many years have you been doing this?
I have been helping out with the triathlon. I did it myself 5 years ago as a participant, and then for the last 3 years, I've worked in the transition area.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. And now, speaking of helping out, people can help out?
Yes, we are still looking for volunteers. We can use volunteers at our water stations. We can use volunteers helping the athletes as they maneuver their way through intersections, just so that they have their bearings and they're not worrying about looking in either direction. There's somebody clearly marking where to go. And then we also could use help in the transition area itself, helping make sure that the athletes have the water and information and checking bikes in, and just there's lots of places to help out.
Wonderful. And how many participants are we expecting?
We are expecting for the adult triathlon roughly 1,000 athletes. There's still some openings left, so if people haven't registered yet or are interested, we can take registration up until the evening of. And for the kids triathlon, it's anywhere between 75 to 100 kids participating.
That's great.
Yeah, it is.
Are kids coming from off-island to do that?
There are off-island kids, there are on-island kids, there are kids that have parents that are competing, there are adults that are just have kids competing, so it's a huge
really
festivity.
Good. How long have you been doing the teen bit?
This is the first year for the kids triathlon. Yes.
Great.
The event organizers, Jamie Ranney and Bill Burnett, organize a series of triathlons off-island, and they have kids triathlons in some of their off-island series.
And I think we have to thank them because they started the whole thing.
Absolutely.
And Mark Burnett.
Yes.
So they're still involved, which is great.
Absolutely.
Which is great. We gotta have a Ranny on island.
They
at least once
do
a year. At least
a lot. They are more than just involved. They make it all happen.
Cheerleaders
they do.
Too. They love it.
It's a massive event to pull together, but it's exceptional. It's really fun. It's super enjoyable. It's amazing to watch all the people out there.
And it's great to, take the bus down there, watch the beginning of the race, go have a little breakfast, come back, watch the end of the race.
And it's also, too, for people that are stuck out in Matticat or on Cliff Road, a lot of the athletes that are participating, there's more off-island athletes than there are local athletes. So a lot of these people have family that are with them that don't know the island or stay in one place. So to have cheerleaders all along the course is a massive source of motivation.
Get out the cowbell.
Yes, totally.
The jingle bells, the sleigh bells.
Just tell them all they look fantastic.
The air raid siren, whatever you got.
Yeah, bring it on.
Now, they used to do a Clydesdale.
Yeah.
Do they still do that?
They do.
Yeah, tell us what a Clydesdale is.
Clydesdale, I don't know the actual official parameters, but it's for people that have bones that are heavier than average. And maybe some more than average meat around the bones.
Yeah.
So it's
they're for meatier.
Right.
Meatier
it's not
folk.
for the petite. It's not for the petite. But the Clydesdale, it's amazing when you look at a lot of these athletes because they are so muscular that the Clydesdales are not. It's a huge variety. The entire event itself sees
There's something for everyone.
There's something for everybody. That goes for the participants, and it goes for what they wear, and it goes for what they ride, and
I know a lot
their
of people
rituals.
keep their numbers on all day.
Yes.
Little badge of courage.
Yes, totally. You hope it gets you a free drink out at the bars later on that evening.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for coming. And since you're not racing, you can have a soda or an ice cream, right?
I am actually racing.
Oh, you are?
Yes, I am. This year, I'm going to be there on the Friday, making sure everybody gets checked in. Nikki Drew is going to be sharing the transition area responsibilities on the day of, and then I'll be back again for the kids. So we just want to make sure everybody comes down and registers on Friday evening between 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. There is absolutely down at Jetty's Beach.
Right.
There at the tennis courts, there's no bike check-ins the morning of, except for the kids. It would make it easier for the kids to all check in on Friday as well.
Okay.
But we will have the kids check in on Saturday, but no adults on Saturday.
What time on Saturday if they needed to check in on Saturday?
The kids can have the kids can come down around 9 a.m. to get into the transition area to get their bikes in there. Their event starts at 10 a.m.
And is there a website?
acttri.com, and all the information is on there. The course maps are on there, the distances, the description of the courses. There's a timeline, there's a checklist of everything athletes should need.
Opportunity to volunteer right there.
Opportunities to volunteer right there, but more directly, if you can email me at info@nantucketfitness.com, that would be the most direct way to help facilitate where to get people the most quickly.
Thank you, Lisa. It's a real pleasure.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure's mine.